moment with Míriel's sea trial, adding a new layer of tension to the growing political and supernatural stakes in Númenor. In the episode titled Where Is He?, Elendil faces a trial for high treason, with Lord Belzegar proposing a mysterious elven test that will determine Elendil's fate by invoking ancient traditions. A sea serpent is central to this trial, and while the show's writers take creative liberties, there are subtle ties to Tolkien's expansive mythology. The trial by sea and Míriel's heroic act. Elendil, accused of treason, is faced with a deadly trial that evokes fear and uncertainty. A tome depicting an ancient sea serpent is presented, symbolizing the danger that awaits him. Lord Belzegar ominously declares that if the faithful wish to live by the old traditions, they must be prepared to die by them. This cryptic statement signals Elendil's likely confrontation with a sea monster, one that could determine whether the Vala, the godlike beings of Tolkien's world, deem him worthy of survival. Just as Elendil's fate seems sealed, Míriel steps in to take his place in an unexpected act of bravery. The queen plunges into the waters, and after a tense struggle, she resurfaces, having survived the sea serpent's trial. This moment may signal a divine intervention or Míriel's own strength and resilience. While this scene is fabricated for the show, it draws from Tolkien's mythos, where the Vala and the sea have deep symbolic connections. Tolkien's use of sea beasts and mysterious creatures. Though the sea serpent featured in Rings of Power is not directly from Tolkien's main works, the inclusion of such creatures is not entirely out of place. Tolkien's world is filled with both named and unnamed beasts that inhabit Arda, the world in which Middle-earth resides. The show's creators have taken the kernel of Tolkien's ideas and expanded them into something more dramatic for the screen. In Tolkien's writings, there are a number of mysterious sea creatures that parallel the serpent seen in the show. For instance, in The Lost Road and other writings, Tolkien briefly mentions ancient sea monsters within the context of elvish legends. Moreover, the author also wrote about a sea serpent in his children's book Rove Random, where a dog and merpeople confront a slumbering sea creature. By drawing on these scattered references, Rings of Power creatively incorporates these mythological elements into its plot. The significance of the Vala in Númenor. Lord Belzegar's mention of the Vala in relation to Elendil's fate is particularly significant. The Vala, divine beings responsible for shaping the world, reside in Aman, far to the west of Númenor. Among the Vala is Ulmo, the Vala of the seas, whose domain covers the oceans of Arda. His subordinate, Asi, governs the coastal waters and is often associated with the chaotic and violent aspects of the sea. It is likely that the sea serpent represents a force under the influence of Ulmo or Asi. The Vala's involvement in Númenor's affairs is a crucial theme in Tolkien's legendarium, and Míriel's trial by sea could be seen as a symbolic test of divine favor or intervention. This adds a layer of mystical significance to Míriel's survival, suggesting that her actions are somehow aligned with the will of the Vala. The romantic connection between Míriel and Elendil. One of the new dynamics explored in Rings of Power is the hinted relationship between Míriel and Elendil. While this storyline is not part of Tolkien's original canon, it adds a fresh dimension to the characters and their roles within the downfall of Númenor. Throughout the series, their interactions have been marked by unspoken understanding and respect, and this